Team Kill Podcast. Intentional Strays.
Happy New Year, everybody. My name is Killing Spree 37.
What is going on, guys? And I am Silencer.
Had to bring in the new year, right? A copy of
Yeah.
my YouTuber swag. I see how it is.
You know it. New year, new me. That's what everybody
New
says.
year, new me. Now, I told you, bro, a new year, new me is just you grabbing another social.
Another victim.
Another victim. Listen, Happy New Year, Team Kill podcast listeners, Apple, Spotify, Google. Shout out to you guys, especially the YouTube listeners. You know, I love you guys. You still show up, and support.
Yeah,
I love it. Listen, New Year's came. I'm going to start first with my recap because you take forever. Okay? New Year's came.
Not this time.
Listen, New Year's came for me, right? And I was a little disappointed in myself. Well, you know what? I woke up at like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. I went to work New Year's Eve, sadly. You had to work. You call in. It's like double points. And then they fucking dock it from your shit. And then you get fired. I don't want to do that, Not just yet. I went ahead and worked. In my head, I had the entire night planned. I was going to eat some good home-cooked meal, some steak, a salad, some mashed potatoes. I was going to drink a little bit. Why not? And I was going to take a nap, right?
Okay.
Everything got switched over. I didn't take the nap. I stood up till like 10. We didn't really eat until like 11, 11:30, right?
Yeah.
And me and Silencer were playing during New Year's. He had his New Year before me. Wished him a Happy New Year.
Yeah, buddy.
And, man, I woke up the next day so tired, so full. I don't feel like I digested the food at all. And, man, I brought in the New Year gassy as fuck, bro. Let me tell you. Gassy as
What
fuck.
did you eat?
Man, I ate some steak, a salad.
From where?
My lady made it.
Okay.
Some garlic bread, some green onions that were charred a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Something light, a piece of cheesecake. Nothing too fancy,
Did you go out and drink some fucking soda?
Nah, I was gonna drink a Bud Light seltzer, but I didn't want to be, like super.
Half of that knocks you out, right?
It'll knock me out, bro, and I won't make it to 11. There's a difference, When you get older,
Yeah.
New Year's used to be like the thing, It used to be the
Oh, yeah.
shit that, like, man, you stay up, you party. But after the last year that we had, do you really want to introduce a fucking year that you don't know what's going to happen? You know what I'm
For
saying?
real.
Like,
Yeah.
fuck that last day, December 31st. You had MF Doom, which was a popular rapper in New York. He was about 49, almost 50 years old. He announced that he was passed away. Or his wife announced that he passed away. And he actually passed away on Halloween, but they were grieving and stuff. And 2 months later, they announced it. But they hit it with you on the last day.
Did they say why? What happened?
Nah, they didn't go into details, And respectively, I'm not gonna fucking dig into it too deep.
Yeah.
But so rest in peace to him. They kind of just put out like that he just loved life, and like they really described him as a really great person. And if you were a fan of his music, I've heard some of his music. I wasn't too much of a huge fan, but I did like the flow and some of the cadence that he brought into some of the music.
Yeah.
Yeah, they hit you with that, right? The year-end wrap-up, which I was looking forward to, which was Uncle Murder. He uploaded the wrong song an hour before 2020, which was the most 2020 thing. You didn't get the 2020 year-end wrap-up in 2020. Sadly, guys, you got it the next 10 hour, probably a couple hours later. And you got it in 2021, which is really good. And, I just ate a bunch of good food. I woke up pretty full. I went to the mall. And this is kind of silly. I got my own calendar for the very first time on the very first day of New Year. Last year I bought my calendar. I bought my calendar in September.
You know what the most weirdest thing is about everything you said?
Yes.
Wait, what did you say? The most what thing?
The most what?
What did you say it was the most what?
The most
When you got your calendar?
Was like the most adult thing that I've ever had. I've never had a calendar the day of New Year. I've always had it. I always bought it like halfway through the month of like
Who the fuck buys
September.
calendars in 2020?
Well,
21 now.
it's like a physical thing where you have to mark it off and it feels good. I have a calendar on my phone. Everybody has a calendar on their phone. Everybody has a calculator on their phone. The thing
Yeah.
is, it's too electronic-y. For you to mark something on the date, it's like, oh, do you want it to be an all-day thing or an hour? Do you want it to be a couple times thing?
It's easy.
Nah, it's too much, bro.
It's easy.
It's too much, bro.
I don't know what you're
It's
talking
too
about.
much. You go to the fucking calendar, you write bills, you write rent, you fucking cross off rent and cross off the date. There's nothing beating that, you know?
Yeah, but what if your fucking calendar fucks up?
Yeah, the calendar on the
Fucking-
phone has a better chance of fucking up than the calendar I have on my wall.
Bro, imagine fucking meteorite hits your house. You get out alive. Now what? How you fucking gonna pay rent?
I know.
Because you can't remember, right?
I'll be lost. What day is it? Listen, the work schedule
Fucking guy.
that I have, you don't know what day it is. You
And
know
who
what
the
I'm saying?
hell goes to the mall in 2021?
Hey, wait, whoa. This is probably the first time I visited the mall this entire year, right? I'm talking from Corona to
Yeah.
2021, January 1st, I haven't even went into the mall.
Bro, I haven't even gone to the fucking mall since I was back in fucking high school days.
And you know what? The In-N-Out is by the mall, and there was a shooting November, October-ish, maybe even like September, in that same mall. And I still went in there, I shopped, got my little calendar, which we could have stole, by the way, but I'm not going to go into details.
Oh.
I could have stolen it. I'll go into it real quick, and then you can talk about your recap. Basically, we got there, right? It's like it's too small to be a store, so it's like in the middle of the walkway in the mall. It's like a kiosk, right?
Yeah.
We get there, we're looking for a specific type of calendar. I personally wanted a Seinfeld calendar because I love Seinfeld, but they had an Office one, right? They didn't have a Seinfeld one, whatever. I got the Office one. We're there looking around. We start noticing that things are 50% off, right? We keep looking around. We're there for at least 10 minutes. We realize that nobody's there to cash us out for what we wanted, which is the calendar. 3 minutes go by, 10 minutes go by, 15 minutes go by, 25 minutes go by. And finally, two people come, and they come to the shit. It's not enclosed or anything like that. It's just in the middle, open. All the product is there for anybody to grab and walk away with. I told my girlfriend, I was like, I bet you if you fucking walk away right now with that shit in your hand, nobody would say shit, right?
Yeah.
And sure as fuck, if she wanted to take it, we could have, right? We could have took a lot that day. But, I decided to pay for it. I was in a good mood. You don't want to start, 2020 with a ticket or a fine, being banned from the Aurora Mall. Just, stuff you don't want,
Or knowing just fucking guilty conscience that you stole the fucking calendar.
Nah, you're talking to a person that's fucking stolen some shit and, has been cool, I've stolen subscribers from, listen, nah, that's you. New year, new you said. I've stolen subscribers from people, and I don't give a fuck. So, that was pretty much my new year,
Yeah.
So, Silencer, how was your new year, buddy?
It was relaxing. And you know what? The biggest part was that we finally finished a little project that we had going on that the other asshole left.
Yeah, you told us that your house was being renovated. They left you with the shit with a big asshole, with a big mess, and then you ended up doing your own renovation.
Yeah, so it took about maybe 3 weeks, knowing that we're not fucking house renovators. And finally got everything done. Now we're just waiting for the permit and the inspection, and all good to go. So that was a big win.
Also, you're doing it by the book.
Yes, sir.
That's
Because listen, if you don't, a little feisty today.
Headshot.
Because if you don't, they come and then they inspect and it's like, oh yeah, this doesn't go by the book. Guess what? You gotta tear all that shit down.
And you know what? I
It's
have
ridiculous.
I've heard stories about the people, like a neighbor snitching on people, and you
Yeah.
live in Texas. I can only imagine a neighbor sees you redecorating and be like, you know what?
Nah, but
those
listen, you know what?
Mexicans.
We've been fortunate enough to the place where my parents live. Ever since we moved here, since we like since 2001, I think they got the house, and there's been around us from left and right. All the neighbors moved out because they couldn't tell us. You know, they always tell us something and we didn't. Like, bitch, how you gonna tell me to do something? You know, like those nosy ass neighbors that always picking at everything you do.
Yeah,
Why are you coming home this late? Yeah, the
the
Karens.
Karens. Yeah.
So it got to a point where all of them were moving out, and now we won. We won the neighborhood battle, and the neighbors we have now, they don't give a shit.
The Mexican Revolution will be televised.
Yeah, we took over the little neighborhood on this corner,
You
so
took back Texas, bro. You remember GTA when you like won the gang war and it went like green? That
yeah,
little section.
the
There's just like
territory,
a little Mexican flag there in Texas.
in that little neighborhood. Yeah, if you know it's the
Respect
neighbors don't
earned.
don't say shit and anything.
Yeah.
So
No, I
on that
know.
side, nobody snitches. You know,
No, I know. I've had
whatever
some
the fuck.
shitty neighbors too, like back in my day, bro. Fuck them.
They're fucking like they hate whenever you're doing good. Cause my dad used to fucking fix some cars outside, and then they will fucking put a finger. Oh yeah, you know what? They're working over there in their house making a mess. And here comes the city, fucking Karens. But
Yeah, bro.
luckily that doesn't happen anymore.
That's when you got to get like a garage curtains. We used to have a neighbor that used to like come. Wait, you know what? Ever since I moved here, like we have neighbors, right?
Uh-huh.
To our left. So to my left right now. Okay. I've never seen them. I've never heard so much as a peep. I
Mhm.
didn't hear them move in, and I don't hear them move out. I'm not saying the padding and stuff for the house is insane, but fuck, I've been blessed to have like some of the most quietest neighbors. Like I feel bad, you know. Like I be like back when me and you used to play up until like fucking 3 o'clock in the morning, and I used to like scream loud at the top
Oh
of my
yeah.
voice. Man, I was like, man, these neighbors hate me. I've never seen my neighbor. I've never had a noise complaint, nothing. So I love my neighbors now, but I've had some bad neighbors that like just suck dick.
Well, I bet. I can only imagine. There's always those fucking assholes.
Oh yeah, they're everywhere. But in Texas, you know they can shoot you if you step on their property. What'd you say?
Oh
Bah!
yeah.
Headshots.
Oh, your music is a little
Headshot.
too loud, bitch. Let me help you.
Huh. Let me help you by going over there and killing you. Fucking assholes.
And then turning your own volume down. There you go, buddy. I helped you out.
So did you have a better did you have like a resolution for the new year? I think we talked about it last year, but did you come to your senses a little bit?
I don't know. I'm not that kind of
Not invested?
person, that always says it. Because if you want to do something, you do it within that time limit that you put yourself. Like you don't have to wait
A whole
next
year.
year to fucking do something. Yeah, it's dumb.
Right. And
So I
there's
don't
like
know.
a simple satisfaction of like throwing away the calendar. A calendar year, uh, I know it doesn't make sense, right? It feels like just another day, like a normal day, and they blend in, right? That you can't tell 2020 from 2021. But let me tell you, throwing away a calendar and seeing like the blank canvas and seeing you have more days to cross off, it feels good. And I can understand why people like look forward to the end of the year. You get to experience holidays again, like Valentine's or
Yeah.
birthdays and stuff like that. Christmas again, you know.
Oh yeah.
But yeah,
Those
it
little
was
moments to wait.
those little moments. But yeah, so
I mean, other than that, it's just relaxed. I didn't do shit.
yeah,
It was the first I guess week out of all these fucking years that we actually sat down and were like, you know what, let's just fucking take some off and relax. So that's what we did.
yeah, you
Aside
got
from
to.
the fucking project.
Yeah, but I mean that's you working for you, you know.
Yeah.
So that has to be good.
Yeah, I mean, it was just good. I mean, other than that, it's just chill. Can't complain about it.
Yeah, I was looking into my New Year's resolution. I have like a simple little like
Fucking buy
thing.
hacks
No, never, never. Come on now. You know who I am, buddy?
to help you with
Killing,
that fucking aim.
killing spree, 37. Okay. We won a few games. Like with how my aim sucks. Like you should know. If we win
Yeah.
games and I'm the top killer, like I was fucking people. I was in the zone, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
One of the things I like to do for New Year's resolution, it's like the non peer pressure, make myself look stupid in a public setting type of thing, is that I grab an envelope, I write down what my New Year's resolution is, and I stuff the envelope, close it, seal it, put it in a safe spot, and by this time next year, I will decide if I want to open it, if I achieved it, to show people, or if I didn't achieve said New Year's resolution, I rip it up, throw it away, and I don't tell a soul. So it keeps me from doing it to showing people, oh, like let's say, oh, I want to lose weight and I fucking gained 50 pounds. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It keeps you from that embarrassing types of shit because people forget that they post shit on Facebook and it comes back as a memory and it just doesn't work out, you know? It doesn't work out. It makes you look stupid. So I do that. I'm probably going to try to do, like, get more money, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Get more money and just kind of invest it towards little things for my setup. My setup is probably 3/5 of the way done. So eventually it'll be done, and then I'm not going to be buying anything except for like replacements. So that's my goal, to have my setup pretty much 100% done by this time next year, and that'll be it for my streaming stuff. For
How
recording
about
stuff.
not fucking losing the microphone halfway?
Oh yeah, that shit popped me. My lip was all swollen that day. Oh.
I bet you like that shit when it slapped you, that little round thing, huh?
Nah. How do you know I have my little rat thing? You know what? You're clowning. All right, you know what? We'll cut the shit. We'll go straight into a rapid fire. You got your jokes, bitch?
Let's go.
All righty. Ready?
Rapid fire. Players ready up. 3, 2, 1.
Silencer signed the petition to remove the phrase easy mode from games, said it peer pressured him into playing normal and dying way more.
This one looks like he moisturized his face with the old corn dog.
Hey, I've been breaking out recently too. You get a headshot.
Headshot.
Silencer shootings and movement looks like he plays on inverted controls.
Hey.
Headshot.
This one didn't make the cut for Wreck-It Ralph because they needed someone with hair.
Hey, that's how you're coming in 2020?
Headshot.
Fuck.
Damn,
Headshot.
headshot, buddy.
Game over.
Game over.
Got that.
Give me some chum-chum.
That was a good one. That's how you're coming in 2020, bitch.
We're coming in strong today, buddy.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, you might have came in strong, but there was another day you came in strong, and I know this is rare, but I'm gonna have to take Silencer to a 1v1.
1v1.
Okay. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen of the digital streaming platforms and YouTube, I bring to you a case of copyright infringement or a case of mistaken identity. Recently, Killing Spree 37, was playing with Silencer and Dill Pickle. We started talking, and as guys, we like to, kind of embellish and talk really, joke around, and the truth comes out really easy. While we were playing, Dill Pickle had said a joke that Silencer had said, right? We laughed at the joke, right? Because it was a funny joke. He used this joke for a specific segment of the show, which was a rapid fire. Now, the joke, to me, was brand new when it was said on the podcast. But, apparently, during a private session, Dill and Silencer were both making the joke together, and Silencer took the joke from Dill, and he used it against me in rapid fire. Now, I bring it to you today as a case of copyright infringement because earlier in the show, in our little, our escapades of podcast episodes, this asshole said that my girlfriend wrote a joke, that she didn't write. This fool fucking Caesar, him and Dill teamed up on me for a rapid fire joke that fucking hit, that fucking scarred me, that all my subscribers laughed at in the fucking comment section on my PSN messages. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I would like Caesar to be stripped of all his fucking cool points that he might have earned today, and his rapid fire joke points that people said it was an automatic win. The defense rest.
All right, can I speak now?
You may.
All right, so you just contradicted yourself. Because me and Dill, yeah, we talked that day. Yeah, I got, teamwork. But here's the thing, Dill doesn't fucking talk to me the whole day, every day. I talk to him maybe once every time we play, which is fucking rare.
But that's all you needed.
Yeah, and guess what? You live with your lady, and I'm pretty sure she fucking helps you write some jokes,
Lies.
and the world will never know because it's behind the closed doors.
Nah, she
And you
wants to
literally
be.
just said, and she has helped me in the past. So how do we know that these jokes that you say sometimes come strictly from you? Objection, buddy.
May I rebuttal?
Let's go.
All right. I've never said that she writes jokes. I specifically
No, you
said
didn't.
that she said she steals jokes from me and takes it to her punk ass coworkers. She
No,
is
'cause
not
listen,
funny.
one day when we were about to do the podcast before, you know how we get on and then we start getting ready? You
Yeah.
left your microphone on, and I heard her in the back giving you ideas, and you were just laughing.
Nah, I need
No,
audio
no, no, no,
proof
no.
that this
I
happened.
don't have any because I didn't record it. So
Oh, how convenient.
it's gonna be my word against what I hear against the people.
Well, ladies
So
and gentlemen of the
listen,
jury,
I
I
heard.
have, I had the clip. I wasn't to play it, but I deleted everything for the best of 2020, and I forgot to save the fucking clip because I had the clip. I had it ready, and I was gonna play it for this specific part of the podcast, and I fucking lost it.
Listen, I don't think I did anything fucking out of the ordinary because it was like me, taking revenge. Like, oh yeah, you get your girl to help you. Okay, hey, Dale, what's up? And boom. Listen, you shouldn't be, a little bit mad because the creator was Dale,
But you
and
stole it.
I
You
stole it, yeah,
you
because
Ray
Dale
Kroc
doesn't
the
have a
shit out of it.
voice.
Listen, there was McDonald's, and then there was Ray Kroc. Okay, Ray Kroc stole McDonald's. Okay, Dill
Guess
Pickle
where
was
McDonald's is right
McDonald's.
now?
What?
Guess where McDonald's is right now? That guy, he's
Fucking
fucking rich, buddy.
dead
And you
as
know what
fuck.
that joke did? It fucking gave you some good fucking headshot, bro.
Fucking. All right, all right. Order to the court.
Game
Game over.
over.
Game over. I'll let you guys decide in the comment section. I'll set up the poll. Let me know if Silencer's guilty or was I overreacting. You know, there was evidence laid out here that may or may not be true on the defendant's behalf, but definitely on the plaintiff's behalf, I've said every word that was true. Okay? Everything
see.
that came out of my mouth was true. So we're going to leave it there. We're going to go into our first couple topics, okay? Now,
All right.
this one came to me as a surprise because this is not gamer of the year behavior. For those of you
Okay.
that didn't listen to the 2020 recap, we talked about who was nominated for the Game Awards. Content Creator of the Year, which was Valkyrae. I didn't feel like she deserved it. I thought maybe some other person might have been nominated from the same camp. Courage, JD from 100 Thieves. It's not what happened. She won the thing. Congratulations to her. This comes at maybe like a couple days. I want to say maybe New Year-ish. Maybe last year. A lot of streamers, for some weird reason, they're starting to go back to the old games, Silencer.
Yeah.
First it
Well, not a
was
lot of,
Fall Guys.
not a lot. Yeah, not streamers though. I think a lot of people are.
Well, a lot of people can venture off, and maybe Steam is like putting new games that are old, but it's new to the store, you know?
Yeah.
This one in particular is a game that's well familiar around the streaming community, which is Rust. Now, it's pretty much like Ark Survival. It's you can build a base, you can craft the weapons, you can go out and kill people, you can raid bases. Servers wipe every so often. I believe that's like every 30 days they wipe, and then you got to grind all over again and get that type of stuff. So they started streaming this again. They had all the popular streamers. They had H2O Delirious. You had Shroud, XQC. You had Valky Ray. You had Corpse. You had a lot of people
Yeah.
entering into this type of stream, right? As a together party, they were choosing to be teams and stuff. She rage quit. I'm gonna call it rage quit. I'm gonna be respectful. I don't want to say exactly what it is, but she definitely did rage quit,
Hmm.
and she turned off her stream abruptly, and people took to Twitter to support her with the hashtag Valkyrie support. And what that did was it started a trend on Twitter, and it made it seem like she was going through an extremely hard time, that she was going to kill herself, that she was in her feelings and sad, and uh, based off the fact that she had took off her gamer chat from subs only, which is a YouTube thing where only people that subscribe to your channel as a membership can be in the comment section. And she put it into public where you and I and anybody else that could go to her stream just comment random toxic shit. And she did that, and eventually came and she told everybody that that's not what it was. They made a big deal about it. They made a blogs. And, we're talking about it right now.
Yeah.
Do you think that toxicity in chat is enough to make you quit a stream, especially if you're a streamer, right? Do you think that's enough for you to quit a stream like the way she did?
Nah, hell no.
Right,
Hell to the no.
right,
Maybe I don't know. What if she was doing this for some kind of stunt to get a little bit more clout?
right. Yeah, I can see that going into the new year, and yeah, it
Because
was trending.
yeah, it was trending, but she also posted a picture saying that look at my numbers. I did not expect this coming into the New Year's like this.
Right,
Could it be that she did this trying to, start that trend and start just having people talking about her and just reaching more people like, oh, what's going on? Let me go see. And boom,
right. No, I
you
can
know?
see it like that, and it's definitely working because, like I said earlier, we are talking about her. We
Yeah.
were talking about her winning the Game of the Year, our Gamer of the Year award, and if that was some type of rollout, well executed, you're a marketing genius. You had people talking about
Yeah,
you.
amazing.
The Twitter, feed was going crazy with hashtag Valkyrie support. Everybody wanted to show her support. They made it bigger
Yeah.
than what it was. She said that she didn't like the game, or she wasn't really having fun playing the game. Everybody in their fucking mother was screaming in the chat. And in addition to it was the game chat as well, where people, the streamers, were arguing. People were backseat gaming, which like I 100% agree. Nothing pisses me
Yeah,
off
yeah.
than like somebody in chat telling me, especially in moments where I'm like, "Yo, choose my fate," and they don't choose shit. But on the other moments, they're like, "Hey, do this, do that." Shut the fuck up.
Oh, yeah.
Shut the fuck up. Let me fucking play the game. And when I fucking ask you, respectively, you know what I'm saying? Respectively, if I ask you, hey, what should I do? Choose my fate. Choose it, That's fine. You can do that. I'm asking you to. But for people to, it's almost even like, you remember the movie Get Out?
Mm,
So if you don't remember, it's like, it was like a black guy and there's like a white lady and she like tries to take over his
oh, yeah,
body.
yeah.
Okay, so
Okay.
it's basically like that. They want you to get into the sunken place, right? And they want to use your body as a vessel to
Hmm.
do whatever they want to do, right? Which is they want you to play the video. They want to play the video game through you, and
Yeah.
that's not okay. They did that. They tried to do that to her. She quit, and that's why I had to ask you because like I say that it's rage quit, right? She rage quit. A lot of people said that it was just a toxicity, that she wasn't having fun and then she quit. A lot of people pointed out though that she might have left because her computer was having a lot of issues, or she might have caused the computer issues herself as an excuse to just leave the stream early.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. As a streamer, this is things that how do I say it? That you expect the toxic that comes with it.
Right.
So I don't know. I think it was just bullshit.
Well,
And the computer, I mean, really, it's like, at that specific time, he just decided to go out and then I don't know.
yeah, I wouldn't pay attention to the comments unless they were like paid. You know, if you put it on
Yeah,
public mode, that's fine. You know, put it on public mode. You should never be afraid to want it to try to interact with new people because you know what, they might become those members that subscribe through
yeah.
the membership. You know what I'm saying, and pay you monthly.
Oh yeah.
And with that being said, speaking of monthly and membership payments and stuff, a little juicy little nugget through all this disarray from Valkyrie ended up getting out into the interwebs and
Hmm.
had the people yet again talking about her and tweeting her and asking her a bunch of questions and diving deep into her character based off of this particular screenshot that she might have leaked out and some of her personal decisions for her who she voted for and certain things about her moving. She leaked her dashboard from YouTube, Caesar. And for those that don't know what that
Oh,
means, a lot of information, a lot of important information about your YouTube channel on display for however many people she had in there. 30,000 people, 50,000 people, maybe even 100,000 people got to saw this screenshot and it made headlines. Silencer.
wait. So she was doing a video live and then she like on purpose. I mean, not on purpose. On like accidentally showed the screen.
Yeah, she might have like backed out from a game and then she had the window
Okay.
of the dashboard in the background and people got to see it. Like she had it up there for like a good like maybe like a good hot 2 seconds, and then somebody went back, screenshotted it. They dove deeper into it, and so it showed how many subscribers she had, what her last video was doing, but it also showed her monthly income for that month. Silencer, without reading the notes, do you care, to guesstimate what that amount was for the month?
10 grand.
It sounds high when you say it like that, but nah, it's a lot higher. It's a lot
20.
higher. No, it's a lot. You're super cold.
More than 100.
Almost 200. So
Oh,
her monthly income for, I believe this was December, maybe January, was $172,000.
get the fuck out of here.
That is not including any type of sponsorship deals that she has, any 100 Thieves type of, income that she may be getting from over there, merchandise, donations.
Damn.
That is based off, I believe it is not only just memberships, but it's also based off your ad revenue for YouTube. $172,000.
That's insane.
That is, I want to say, almost 3 times as much as I make working a job at salary.
That's fucking insane. Like it's like yeah, that's I don't know. Has no words. That's fucking insane.
That isn't, but it gives you an insight of how much these streamers are making, correct?
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I mean, we have Ninja, right? We have Ninja. We know what Ninja's making because a lot of his deals with Adidas, with YouTube, with Twitch, a lot at Mixer, a lot of the numbers that they threw out were public information, and there were millions, right? There were like 20 million, 15
Yeah.
million. It's a high number for video games, but you're paying for the personality and the exclusivity as well. But for her, monthly, it gave you a good little insight on just how much these YouTubers are making, and a lot of people are dragging people. Now, do you think it's okay to drag people for how much they're making, and if they're complaining about certain things, maybe like money wise?
Like what do you mean?
So a lot of people were saying that she said she wanted to move from California because she wanted to pay less in taxes. And people were also criticizing her because she publicly said that she had voted for Joe Biden rather than Trump. And Trump had some popular tax plan that would have probably
Yeah.
saved her a bunch of money here for the fourth quarter of 2021. So,
It's
do you think it's okay for people to complain about her making this much?
no, I don't think it's like people just should realize everybody decides to shoot themselves how they want to, or
Right.
in other words, people dig themselves how they want to be buried.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't know if I don't see myself complaining. Like that's cool for her, but I'm not gonna fucking sit here and complain because she took action, and all those people that are complaining are just mostly jealous that she's making that just from streaming without any real education. Where it's like, oh yeah, you need to be a doctor to reach those numbers.
Right.
Just have some kind of high end degree to hit numbers like that. And I
Mm-hmm.
think just the people that are saying shit like that are just the jealous ones.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yeah.
she's entitled to her own shit, but I mean, to the point where she says that she wants to pay less taxes. I mean, I understand that, but then I don't know. It's something that can be resolved extremely fast because money is not an issue. And when you're trying to move, what's the main thing that you think about? Fucking finding a job,
Yeah.
finding income.
Location.
So, yeah, so she doesn't have that problem. She can literally just find anywhere in the world because she streams. She doesn't have to be in location, and boom, there she goes.
Right. No, I agree. And I think, like, first of all, good for her.
Yeah,
Good,
yeah.
good, good for her. Because I don't consider her, like, the biggest streamer. She is she's up in the millions, right? She has the second YouTube plaque. She's up in the millions. Um, but, like, I'm thinking about, like a Vanoss who has like 20 million, a PewDiePie who has 100 million, Dude Perfect has 50 million subscribers. Like you're starting to see how this works out, right? And you're starting to see how these people make money, and it's like, it's not a thing for you to hate. You know, you shouldn't hate the rich, right? You shouldn't hate the rich. You know, a
Yeah.
lot of us are born in predicaments that we can probably get out of, and some of us might not be able to because one, we don't have the will, or we just don't want to. You know,
Yeah.
and you look at these people; they're making millions and millions of dollars, and I don't think that they should be attacking her because she fucking. It's not like she like told people, you know, hey, I'm making 100,000 a month. How much are you making? You know,
Yeah.
yeah. Like, if she would have said it
Basically,
like
that
that,
fucking
it
rich
could
brat.
come off, yeah, a little bitchy, you know.
Like, how much do you make? I make more than you. I can buy your whole life, peasant.
Hey, well, fucking Ninja, nah, Ninja's gets a fucking he gets a pass because his shit was like high key slick. He had he had told this guy right. He said, "I will buy the bank that mortgaged your house and foreclose on your home."
He
And
probably,
he can do that, you know?
yeah,
He can
just the
do
power of
that.
the money.
Yeah, it's the power of money. Listen, her making that much, extremely incredible. Good for you. I hope she had a good fiscal year
Hmm.
because tax time is coming up, and you know they're really strict about those deadlines. You know, it's safe to say that Valkyrie is not going to get the stimmy anytime soon at
Oh
all.
no, she's she's one of those people that struggles with tax
Oh yeah,
and how to avoid paying that much.
yeah,
Same thing that happened to Elon Musk. 'Cause my boy moved over to Texas, and now he's trying to
Texas.
see how to fucking
Hmm.
avoid those fucking those tax at the end of the year.
Yeah, Joe
It's
Rogan too.
yeah, it's just the problem with the rich.
Yeah, but you
These
know what?
boys,
If we were in the same predicament, I could 100% fucking understand this. You know, I'd be
yeah,
down.
that's what I'm saying. I don't know, it's just a different mentality. But people that aren't doing it, they don't get in the shoes of them. I would have done the same thing. They just only thing they see is why the fuck are you there, but I'm not. And then the
Yeah,
hate and the jealousy start.
yes, the jealousy. Yes, you hit it right on the
Yeah.
head. Listen, I don't think we should be talking about taxes, especially you, because you're fucking undocumented.
Headshot.
Kidding.
A little
So,
Wreck-It Ralph kind of made it more spicy, huh?
ah, listen, that joke's gonna hit, bro. My lady watched Wreck-It Ralph, so that joke is gonna hit. It hurt. It hurt. So good for her. But like I said, as a content creator, I think we spoke about this earlier on a different podcast, but you shouldn't be hurt because everything that you put out into the world, your energy, your videos, your content, it's open to be subjective to people, and sometimes they just wish they were you. You know.
Yep.
So, and then as far as the money thing, listen, it happens. You show people, there's sometimes I drop my wallet or I leave my wallet somewhere and people look at it and they're like, damn, you have a lot of money. Well, yeah, bitch, but give me my wallet back. So it was an accident. Let's let bygones be bygones. She's not flexing. And let's be honest, a lot of you simps are fucking giving her that money. So,
The only one to blame is those fucking guys.
it's only, can you blame her? Or can you blame the people that are trying to get her attention by fucking
These
donating
people that
millions?
are fucking, the ones that are complaining are the ones donating and shit.
Yeah. That's why Pokemate hit that like $5 cap because she doesn't want people just giving her money. I wouldn't have done that, but ballin'.
Good for her, yeah.
Good for her. So we're gonna move on. Rebirth Island has hit Warzone, guys. A round of applause. Oh my
God.
God, it is here. It is finally here. Season, I believe, 7 of Call of Duty Warzone. I had it up there as one of the best multiplayer games of 2020, or one of the games of 2020 in general. Okay?
Listen, if it's season, you're gonna have to explain something since I barely started playing.
Right.
Since it's season 7, why did they decide to say put season 1? Are they doing a whole rebranding type with Black Ops?
So I think it's technically a new season for Black Ops, but Warzone is kind of connected through Black Ops. So technically,
So
the
now
Rebirth Island is supposed to be it's supposed to be like the new season for the Black Ops.
So now we're not gonna see season 9, season whatever. We're gonna see season 2 of Black Ops and Warzone in one.
Right, but you would still call it season 7 of Warzone
Okay.
because that's technically what it is,
Because when I saw that, whenever I installed that, I saw the season 1. I was like, what the hell? Did they fucking reset the whole seasons?
Yeah.
And I saw the Reaper, so my thought was, yeah, they probably just rebranded the whole thing since Black Ops came along. Jumped in.
Yeah, they had to. So, Black Ops, like I said, the multiplayer is good too. They did say earlier on within the year that they weren't going to actually switch the mechanics from Cold War to Warzone, and they added 30 plus games. Well, pretty much every weapon in Cold War they added it into Warzone on top of the, I believe, the whatever guns that they had for the normal Modern Warfare. They added the skins. It's like a really good compound game right now because it's literally 2 games. The best of 2 games are put into one of the battle royale modes, and it doesn't really make or break the game, but the loadouts are extremely incredible. They're intricate now. Like we were able to get guns that like maybe wasn't good on Cold War, but it could be actually good on Warzone because you have the dynamics and you have the stuff where you can actually put it together with other weapons from Modern Warfare and just shred the fucking competition.
Overall, it's I was a little bit impressed, to be honest with you. I'm not gonna lie. Just the simple fact that whenever I started playing it with you, the controllers, the mechanics just felt different than Warzone. It might sound weird, but I felt it different. I don't know if it was because I had stopped playing it, but going back to it, it felt a little bit more fluid. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I think they definitely patched a bunch of the issues that they were having and improved the controllers a lot, because I'm having that same type of suggestion too where, hey, I hopped on from Apex, but I played Call of Duty Warzone and I don't have to adjust the settings completely dramatic like I would have to if I were playing maybe last year when they kind of did like the Halloween stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So it's definitely interesting. So now, the new map, which is the big star, Rebirth Island. How do you feel about that?
I like it.
Right. How do you feel about the size?
There's a lot of Uh, it's I don't know. It's a 50-50 for me. It's good because it's straight to action.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to. The bigger the map, the longer the gameplay, but it's also longer to get into fucking fights.
Yeah.
And for me, I like it where it's better, where it's straight to the point. Like, okay, we're landing. Good luck. Let's fight. Not loot, drive around, walk around for maybe 5 minutes. Oh, find your first fucking team. Kill them. Walk for another fucking 5-10 minutes. You know, it's kind of gets. I just want action. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it feels like too much like a Minecraft where you go into
Explore.
fucking you explore and then like oh my god there's a fucking zombie, oh it's gonna blow up and kill me, boom it kills you, you have to start all over again.
Yeah.
It definitely adds that it didn't skip a beat. This is from original the Black Ops, I believe, Blackout, and they
Hmm.
put it over here. It's being used right now as a mini map royale type of thing, which me and you were playing
Yeah.
for the event. So they still have the normal map, and when you go from the mini to the normal map, the gameplay is completely different, and the normal map feels huge. Pause.
Extremely.
It feels so big, like it's incredible. Like we were just playing the map. It hasn't changed.
Yeah.
Recently, and it's like damn, like there's so much space, there's so much ground to cover. And the Rebirth Island, you just land, you go, you run and gun, and the games probably last and you anywhere from like 15 to 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
And it's
crazy.
just intense from start to end.
Yeah, it's 100% intense. Now, did you see the rocket gun skin that I was talking about?
Yeah, I saw it.
So did you
Very.
did you like it or what did you think about it?
Yeah, it's really dope. Honestly, I like the animation and
Yeah.
overall, it's very. I don't know. It's a good creative touch. I wish they. Well, I hope that they do more shit like that to future guns. You know,
Right.
because that type of skin takes a nice little creative touch, and me being in the fucking design world, I love when I see shit like that.
Yeah, you can appreciate it more, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I got the skin pack, guys.
Instead
It
of
came as with
you
the
know,
what's up?
recolor skins.
Yeah,
Cough,
recolored,
cough.
recolored, fucking just
Recycled.
recycled, or just like stuff where like, oh hey, we didn't finish it, but here you go.
Fucking recolor it and charge you another fucking
Apex,
$25 for it.
Apex.
I don't want to say any names, but yeah.
Like nobody wants to buy a wingman skin for $11.
Yeah.
So this one in particular, I think they're gonna start incorporating this, and here's why: because in the normal gun class, you have the white, you have the green, you have the blue, you have purple, and then you had orange, which is legendary. This one, when I bought it, the gun was red. It was a completely different color. It might be the highest tier that they have. It had a lot of moving parts. And for those of you that are fans of Nate Shot and the Nate Shot podcast with Courage, he did specifically ask them a lot for them to switch the skins of the game because he wants that type of interactive, like evolution type of skin for a gun, even for your
Yeah.
character too, just because it would add a different aspect to the game. And when you have like such a good game and a gun that evolves, like with the rocket, if that rocket would have
Oh yeah.
evolved when you after every kill, it pushes you to get more kills to try to make it evolve and might make you a little bit more aggressive. And in the process, it's like a little mini game for you to get the gun fully evolved. And I'm sounding like Firehouse Subs when they tell you to fully evolve your sandwich. But it's definitely an interesting thing. I do have a concept though, Caesar. A concept that I wanted to bring to you, and you let me
Okay.
know if this would be something that they should do for creators. So, and if they're not doing it now, maybe they should be doing it in the future, or what kind of problems would they run into? So, here's the idea: weapon skins like that, right? 100% creative, really, really
Mm.
good, right? I was hoping and kind of really hoping that they kind of incorporated some type of reward system for the developer that specifically worked on that skin to try to like, hey, you know what? We're gonna give you a percentage per skin that you sell, right?
Yeah.
And it would be some type of incentive program where it got out to other developers such as Apex, so where they wouldn't really reskin and recolor certain designs, and rather them go all out, make these types of designs, and get a percentage back where it motivates them not only just to make the best skins, but it'll create some type of like atmosphere where maybe even the community can get involved and open some type of like crossover program where people from Twitter they like have really good caustic designs can go in there and get a job potentially to make some type of mock-ups of a weapon skin.
Yeah.
So how do you feel like that is in general?
I think that would be an awesome idea. It'll give more opportunity to keep the content fresh for a very, very long time.
Right. I thought the same thing as well.
Because you have only a set of developers that are working on these things. Now imagine if they have a different pool where they can reach and push it in the game.
Yeah.
It'll be, I don't know. I think it'll be a good idea. It'll
Yeah.
keep it more fresh, more up to date. Where people are like, oh, I wonder what's gonna drop maybe next week or shit like that.
Well, and then the thing is too is that you would have the hey, you know what? If you're getting paid more, maybe you do better and quicker, you know?
Yeah, true.
So you have that type of things, and my only issue was that like the popularity game, like maybe one person would start selling more, but it would open the floodgates to people actually choosing to buy some really insane type of skins for stuff. I don't know if they would go through with that. Of course, they're getting paid already to make the design, but it would be interesting to see some type of incentive program for them to actually try a little bit more harder. Not saying that they're lazy or anything, but just a little bit more harder to make skins consistently and just like the badass skins, you know?
Yeah, true.
So I thought that was a decent idea because that rocket one, let me tell you, that rocket one, even if it doesn't evolve, the little animation and stuff is like nice to do. And then like you kill somebody and then do the little animation. It's like 100% entertaining, you know?
Yeah,
So I thought it would
definitely.
look
I
good.
get it.
Now, are you going to be getting that skin? That's the real question.
I don't know. You know what? I might be. I'm a little indecisive. I was gonna buy that Grim Reaper one, but there's a lot of skins that I want, but I don't know which one to get first.
I know. I was the same thing
Overall,
too.
yeah. So I don't know because I want that Green Reaper one, and then there was another one with that gold and emerald one that I liked
Yeah.
with that other girl, and then the other the blacked out pack had like four guns that were all blacked out and shit.
Ooh, that sounds good too.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm dependent, and then I don't know. Knowing that fucking Apex gonna drop that other shit, I might save a little bit for that too.
Yeah,
So I might just
I
buy
definitely
one
saved.
and save for the other one.
Yeah.
You know,
Now I'm excited for that.
they they did it perfectly. Whenever your daddy Trump drops that money, they knew exactly when to drop it. No, you don't have money, bitch. Now you do.
For real. This skin, it used to be 600 coins. Now it's 2,400, which is 24,
400, yeah,
$20.
$20, yeah, per skin.
$20 per skin. But you know what I like? They not only are they just killing it in like the skins and the weapon blueprints, which gives you like a whole different feel of a gun. It doesn't really expire. It might leave the store, but if you go to the gun and you go to the store, it'll have the blueprint there for you, and you can buy it. And then you could just have the gun. You're not really in a rush, you know?
Yeah, but you know what makes it better? It's buying skins in Warzone makes it more, I guess, fulfilling because when you buy them, you buy a gun skin, whether you want the character skin, but you also buy the gun setup, all the scopes and all the other shit to build it.
Yeah,
So
the
it
attachments.
basically gives you a gun that if other people didn't buy, they're not gonna have.
And it's a gun
You
that's
know?
already like it. Let's say if it's a level 1 for you, you've never played the gun. It gives you a blueprint for the
Yeah.
gun that's already has certain select attachments that'll help you level up, and you won't have to like start off with a super bare gun, you know.
Yeah.
So that's
It's
definitely
good, yeah.
good. I can see how they made $1 billion with the microtransactions. Let me tell you, because as soon as I saw
Oh
that shit,
yeah.
I was like, you know what? I saw the little animation on Twitter. And I'm like, I'm gonna have to cop this. This looks too fire to not cop. So hopefully
Yeah.
they think about something like that. Somebody out there that's listening probably put pressure on your boss and see how he feels. And I hope you don't get fired. So
Ruining people's lives.
yeah, we're gonna move on to these next couple topics really fast. YouTube revealed users watched over 100 billion hours of gaming content on the site in 2020 alone.
Oh, billion hours.
Listen, I could definitely contributed like 5,000 hours personally. Definitely,
You
100%.
remember those days back then when they would accuse of kids growing up being violently, and all the Karens were saying, "No, fuck games, fucking boycott game systems." Look at the times now.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, there was like always like fake stories about like a kid playing GTA, went into a police station and was like killing people with a dildo. Like it wasn't real. It wasn't real, but when you heard that shit, you're like, fuck, I hope I don't get crazy enough or too into a game where I'm gonna try to do this shit too.
Yeah, that's true.
Nah, it's
I don't
crazy.
know, but I don't think it works like that. But people just try to find any, especially the people that are extremely sensitive with their kids.
Mm,
It's those people that, that doesn't, if a fucking fly hurts them, they fucking try and sue the city for
yeah.
fucking leaving the flies out. It's just that kind of people. But I don't know. Gaming has evolved a lot, and in a good way.
Well, it's evolved a lot, and it's just no longer a single category dominating consoles or, like I said, YouTube. You know what I'm saying? YouTube right now, the number one game. You would think it was Fortnite. You would think it was Among Us. It was still, after many, many years, it was Minecraft.
Yeah, true.
Minecraft, it was a game that they built that a lot of people have like love for and do a lot of mods and community stuff. The entertainment level that if in the right hands of a good YouTuber, you can find an endless amount of entertainment in the game. Right? I give credit
Yeah.
to Vanos and H2O Delirious because they do love Minecraft, and they
Uh-huh.
the little segments that they did made me go and buy Minecraft. I played it. I had a few run-ins with some super stupid people from Discord. I'm not going to give them their shine, but they blew up my
Yeah.
base. I blew up their base back in return, and it was fun. It was fun. But majority
Very
of
fun,
that
yeah.
was definitely Roblox too. Roblox for some reason I think it took about like 75 million out of the billion.
Ooh.
But Roblox too is another game. I don't see any entertainment value in Roblox, but also I'm not 8 years old.
Yeah, it has this specific audience.
So when your nephew goes over there, do you like take a peek at stuff that he watches? Is it like any game in particular, or is it just like multiple
Yeah, so
games?
listen, I don't know, I think you'll be a little bit surprised because he doesn't. I got surprised because mostly the kids watch those kind of games like Roblox and other little shit, toys,
Right.
reviews. He used to, but not anymore. So lately, he's been doing a lot of research on GTA.
Yeah, you
He puts
know.
videos on,
Hmm.
and he fucking stays there trying to figure out how to do certain things, how to fucking do the heist. And I'm like, huh.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. For me, it's good because in a way, his mind is more getting developed in a sense of where he thinks more rather than just watching somebody play Roblox.
Right.
Because he actually thinks of watching the video, seeing how the person is doing it, and how to perform it in the real world when he's playing it.
Yeah, there's definitely a huge influence on
Yeah.
gaming and stuff. And you know what? I'm a little upset at people that get mad about GTA being still on installment 5 and not working on anything else. I mean, they gave you Red Dead Redemption 2, but
Yeah.
the fact that they gave you a game that goes on the PlayStation 3, 4, and now the 5, and they're still coming out with ways
That's a
to.
fucking hit.
Yeah, it's a hit. It's a hit. It came in like tied at like number 3, 4, or 5 in the in the 100 billion, right? It's still up there, and then they added a new heist. It took them like 7 years. It's like a new map as well, new guns. Like, you can't really hate them because
And
they're milking it.
yeah, and I'm going back to my statement of people are the reason why it's doing this. People get mad, but they don't really realize that those are the same people that are keep going into the game and playing online for hours, which rises the numbers. And GTA, the creators are like, oh well, you know what? We have a shit ton of players still, so fuck it, let's continue.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's nobody's to blame. The developers are not to blame. The people who keep playing it are the ones to blame.
Well, and
So
even that though, like you could still like you wanted Red Dead. Like people wanted Red Dead. They got Red Dead. It's not really an old game, you know. Maybe it's like 2018, 19,
yeah,
early 2019, but it's not an old game. So I'm just tired of people just complaining about it, you know.
it's 2020. People complain about everything, even if it's not something to be complaining about.
Right. Yeah, I 100% agree. You know, people arguing with developers and just gaming companies is a little it's a little too much.
If people complain for a free game, what the fuck does that tell you about them?
Exactly. It's a free game. You don't have to play it, even though you like it.
Stupid.
You might have paid for the skins and stuff, but it's still a free game. You know.
Yeah, that was personal. Okay, you wanted cosmetics. That's on you, buddy. But they gave you a free platform.
Yeah, I'm starting to realize that when I'm like playing Apex and I've never bitched about the developers, right? Maybe a few times on the podcast, but I don't sit there and go on Reddit. I don't go on Twitter bitching
Fucking
about
send them death
yeah, I
threats.
don't tag them and send them death threats and stuff like that. I just I take my like a man and just fucking complain, you know?
Yeah, true.
So, we'll leave it there, but 100 billion on YouTube is great because they incorporated the YouTube gaming into the normal YouTube. It brought a bunch of eyes to everybody. I was definitely affected. I got like tons of people that were watching my shit,
Yeah.
and ever since they did that, and they're trying to compete with Twitter. I'm sorry, Twitch. It's definitely gonna go up from there. You know, so they can't really fuck this up, especially if they have the streamers in their pockets and they're getting all the information and stuff and are working around them to make the platform better, you know?
Yeah.
Because
Oh
a
yeah.
100 that's just views, right? Imagine the watch time
For real.
on 100 billion views. You know, the watch time on
Crazy.
there is up in the trillions. You know, like definitely 100% in the trillions. So
Fucking crazy. Yeah.
crazy.
Amazing times to be alive.
Well, 100%. Like gaming has not been through such like terrible times, and even with COVID. But it's like we're getting into that era where the gaming and stuff like that is going to be way easier for people. So, except for the next person, which I'm going to let you read the story because you actually brought this one to me.
Okay, so Nintendo and Reggie Fils and Amy
Hmm.
had to politely decline an offer to work with Kanye West on a game.
Hmm. This guy wants his hands in everything.
Now listen, do you think that Kanye West did something for him to be like, hey, do you think he's doing it for the clout?
Um,
Just along with the Kanye West name?
the thing is that you have to consider what type of game it is. Kim Kardashian has her own little mobile game, and it's like her getting dressed and stuff like that. The mobile
Yeah.
gamers, they love their games. It's fine. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Maybe he was trying to work on a 3DS type of game, but if it was like self-centered, all about Kanye, um, anything that Kanye is about, especially after the recent headlines of him saying slavery was a choice and stuff like that, you really don't
Yeah.
want him associated with gaming that has to do, especially with Nintendo, family friendly. They have the family friendly like the the fucking population of family friendly content and gaming. They have it
Yeah.
locked, right? You can buy a Nintendo Switch. I bought a Nintendo Switch. I don't have to worry about any of the games that I buy. You know?
Mhm.
So I think it might have been for clout, I 100%
Yeah,
think that,
definitely.
the idea might have definitely like been um, whack as fuck. I don't think Kanye went in there with a cool game. He might have hit him with a price line that was way above their budget. Some type of, let's say, royalty type of shit where he was like, hey, you know what? I won't even take a dime. I'll just take 1% of Nintendo, which is a lot
Yeah, yeah.
for Nintendo. So I think he went in there with some outrageous deal offering, and they couldn't get to they couldn't get to a bargain. They couldn't get to a deal, and of course they told his ass no.
Yeah, it's I don't know. He just I feel like, especially in the gaming world, Kanye West and the gaming world doesn't really mix in together well.
Yeah,
Just because of who he is in general.
yeah, yeah. It just
He
you know,
he should try EA.
yeah, EA would be a good company, but you also want him maybe more in like the I want to say like the 2K type of game. You want him in there
Yeah.
curating a playlist, making the clothes, maybe even like a story for career mode. He would be like in that type of field for stuff, but I don't think necessarily Nintendo, with the background that he has of saying the most inappropriate stuff and supporting Trump and the bipolar stuff that he says and deletes later on. It's hard for him to work with any company that's not family friendly.
Okay, so now with that being said, pretend that you're Kanye West, okay?
Right.
And you're sitting down, and then this guy literally looks at you and says, Kanye, you don't want to work with us because we're tough, we're hard, and all we do is push for very best content. We will not be the type of partner that you would want to work with. Now, in your head, this is exactly what the guy told Kanye. And as you being Kanye, when somebody tells you that, how would that make you feel? If he
Um,
told you literally, you don't want to work with us because we push for great content.
I would feel like a little embarrassed, to be honest with you. And here's why. Anytime that I get caught in a lie, especially if it's a small white lie, there's a level of embarrassment that comes to you, and it
Yeah.
makes you not want to do shit like that again. I'm pretty sure he went in there with some idea that sounded very self-centered.
Hmm.
Very, like I said, Reggie wasn't that interesting.
Yeah.
His plan was 100% see through, and his past relationships tell you what he probably went in there with and was asking for. So Nintendo did a very, very good thing by saying, "Hey, you know what? For a game, we're not going to collaborate." And
Yeah.
who knows? He probably said like the Black Mario. He wanted a Black Mario game. You know, I can see him going in there like a Black Mario game.
Let's teach the kids about slavery.
Something, something in the favor of
Something
like
weird.
give Mario a MAGA hat instead of a M on his head. Just put the AGA next to it. So I can see
Yeah.
little things like that maybe like being brought up and them just shooting it down right away. I'm surprised we had to hear about it from other people and not him on Twitter through like 50 tweets. So
From who? From Kanye?
yeah, because Kanye is a very Twitter finger type of person.
Yeah, but I mean, you think he's gonna if the creator? I mean, if at the interview they literally told him we push for the very best content, and they tell you that, I mean, that's a fucking low blow, to be honest with you.
It's a low
Like if
blow.
somebody
Yeah.
told me that, it'd be like, oh well, fuck. I guess I've been producing fucking shitty comments. I mean,
Yeah.
content.
You're definitely going to go back in your head in that one. You're like, you know what? Damn, maybe my shit's whack. And you'll definitely second guess
Yeah.
yourself. But with a person like Kanye, he probably didn't second guess himself. He just thought the idea was too much for them to handle either at the moment, or he could take that specific idea that he had for a video game and could apply it to PlayStation, Xbox, Dreamcast, Sega.
Dreamcast.
Listen,
Probably be the best one because it's out.
Kim Kardashian has her own mobile game. So maybe like he wanted to do something for the 3DS. Who knows? They haven't really dove into details. And after hearing this, I doubt we're going to hear anything about the game ever again, unless he comes out with the mobile game.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so we'll leave it there. But it was funny that that they told him no, and like he didn't say anything, you know?
What the fuck do you say to that?
Yeah, well,
Just walk away.
yeah, but you walk away and then you go to Twitter and you're like, fucking Nintendo's racist.
Yeah, that's true. They pulled a fucking race card.
Remember how he said George Bush doesn't like black people?
Oh yeah.
He could be like, Mario doesn't like black people.
The creators are racist and they don't like black people.
Yeah, that could a narrative could be pointed in their direction.
Yeah, but knowing Nintendo, he probably knew if he says some bullshit, they were probably gonna fucking seek a lawsuit. Like, you said that about this bitch, okay?
Oh, you know
And
what?
boom.
Yeah, I can see them too. I can see them having some type. Well, you know what? NDA, NDA
Yeah,
for the
you
meeting.
can't speak about it.
And like how you just said, like you don't want to go into bad business with Nintendo, because even though that he is Kanye West, he makes Yeezys, clothing, shoes, and he has to deal with Gap. It's Nintendo. You know what I'm saying? It's Nintendo. Like they're a gaming company. I'm pretty sure
whole
they're open
world.
to the public to people to buy stock and stuff. They're making money. You know what I'm saying? You don't want those types of problems on your hands. So
Yeah,
Kanye
true.
did the right thing. They told him no. He didn't say nothing. But I thought it was funny that he went about a video. What is the video game about? What is it about? What is the Kanye
Probably-
video game about?
It's probably about fucking living with the Kardashians.
Hi, keeping up with the Kardashians. No, well, Kris Jenner would have said something about that. You know, I bet you it was like super. It has to be something like selfish around him, like make
They
Yeezy
probably
gear.
probably wanted to recreate a whole Mario universe with him and his fucking people around him.
Like Travis Scott in Fortnite.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see him doing something like, hey, let me do a concert for Mario of My Dark Twisted Fantasy. So
Fucking getting a little pump with that big ass box suit. That video.
imagine him just like, oh, you're such
You
a
remember?
fucking hoe.
Yeah, that one.
But you got to make the Mario remix, you know?
All pixelated. Yeah.
He's
that's true.
he's going up to Peach. You're such a fucking hoe. I love it.
And then Nintendo's like, what the fuck did we just approve?
Fucking saving Peach, bro. Fucking every time that bitch is at fucking Browser's house getting her fucking back blown the fuck out.
Headshot.
So we'll leave that alone.
Fucking Kanye.
The last topic, we're going to wrap it up here, is Nintendo Switch. Speaking of Nintendo, outsold the PS5 and the Xbox Series X in November on the release date and continued to outsell them throughout the holidays. Even with them being short, they were projected to sell more than the PS5 and Xbox Series X. How do you feel about
I
that?
saw that shit. It's crazy.
No,
And I
by
believe
a
it.
lot. Like it
Yeah.
wasn't even close.
That's wild. You
Yeah.
wouldn't expect a system that it had no hype. It was literally not in the news that much on the commercials for holiday. It was a system that people didn't hear about it, and yet it's fucking selling up the ass.
Yeah. With no marketing, little to no marketing whatsoever.
Yeah. That's when
Like-
you know you have a fucking good ass product.
Yeah, like I personally got a Nintendo Switch for Christmas. It runs really well. It looks smooth. The remotes and the game and stuff. This is my first Nintendo product since the Nintendo GameCube. I didn't own a Wii. Didn't own a Wii U. I had
Oh, yeah.
I had a 3DS or whatever the fuck, but I'm talking about a GameCube.
Yeah.
I haven't really owned Nintendo stuff. So I have a Nintendo stuff. I go to the games. The games are expensive. The Joy-Cons are expensive. They have it, they have it down to a science exactly what their niche is and what it's going to continue to be, which is family friendly and nostalgia type of stuff, right? I was a little bit surprised that they outsold the PS5, even with shortages. But then I looked at the bundles for Black Friday and stuff, and the game was about $300 with the Nintendo Switch, another pair of Joy-Cons, some type of Mario shot glasses in a video game or whatever, and some type of like memory chip for the fucking Switch. It was around for like $300 with tax. It was like $336 or whatever. And I got it, right? But I didn't get it with the bundle. Yeah. But it was about $300 for it. So that's probably like half a stimulus check. And yeah, I'm not surprised that people bought it. It was a cheaper option, but it was like,
It was a cheaper option,
yeah,
and while the other consoles weren't around, so it was the only option.
yeah, it was the only option minus like older generation consoles like the PS4 and
Yeah.
the Xbox One.
Oh yeah.
So they also came out. I think it was. I think it might have been a little sooner, but I'm not really 100% sure. But the
Hmm.
Nintendo Switch Lite, which was like a different version of the Nintendo Switch, it was probably a little bit smaller,
Oh yeah.
more
The little green one.
compact. Yeah, it was like compacted and everything was put together rather than everything being adjustable and sliding off. Yeah, they did a great job. I mean, you outsold PlayStation on release day, and that speaks volumes because PlayStation on release day sold like 11, 17 million copies, like 11, 17 million copies
Fucking Nintendo, yeah.
of their fucking shit.
You
So
know
imagine
what?
how much they're doing.
Nintendo has to have the best fucking marketing team because they sell literally a fucking piece of cardboard and people buy it.
Yeah, yeah, I
It's
believe it.
fucking crazy.
I believe it. Listen, I mean, they can't be like that fucking gullible like the Xbox people. Xbox people are
Headshot.
buying, okay? They're buying the PlayStation 5 and they're trying to put the resolution to make it worse than the Xbox Series X. And even though that they put it
Wow.
lower, it's still the frames per second and stuff. It's way better than the Xbox Series X. So I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to leave it there because we can
Fucking
keep talking
Xbox.
about it all day. But congratulations. What a badge. Something that
What
you
an
could put on your
achievement.
hat to outsell the PS5 and the Xbox Series, not only on release day, but like holiday season.
And they project that it's just gonna keep rising up over the years.
Yeah, Nintendo's not
Fucking
going
crazy.
anywhere.
Without releasing a new system, because I think I read somewhere that they said that they're not focusing on a new system, they're just focusing on accessories and shit like that for this one.
100%. And then what they need to do is not stray away from what they have because they have a handheld that turns into a console and it's like a fancy PSP or a PS Vita.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The handhelds, to me personally, were never the way for gaming, but with mobile gaming becoming a popular thing, I could see them kind of like keeping the handheld thing for further generations. But man, let me tell you, it's still a good overall console to have. The idea is perfect, and I can see
Yeah.
them definitely outselling them a little bit longer while PS5 and Xbox and Microsoft are able to get the stock and the demand is filled.
Oh yeah. Now here's the one last question
Okay.
for you. Do you think versus Xbox, do you think that the KFC console is gonna outsell it?
You know, I believe if as a joke, right?
Yeah.
People will buy the KFC console and it will sell. Now, will it sell better than the Xbox? Yes. And here's why. It is 240 frames per fucking second, up to 4K visuals,
Yeah.
and plays games from both the PS4 or 5 and the fucking Xbox Series X. It's rumored to be
Fucking
able to
crazy.
play both. Who knows how that's going to happen with patents and stuff like that, but fuck,
They're
I
probably getting licensing.
and listen, while people were blowing fucking smoke into their Xbox, you could literally fucking have smoke coming from the chicken crisper that's keeping your chicken warm.
Ooh yeah.
So you have
While you play.
lunch, you have like the remotes are about to be greasy. You know what I'm saying? The remotes are about to
These
be
fools are about to put some
greasy.
fucking next gen grips on that fucking controllers.
That shit, yeah, that the fucking remotes, like right now, I can already tell, bro. You grab that remote after a piece of chicken, bam, remote ruined. $60 down the drain. It looked interesting. I'm gonna look into it and see what it is
Yeah.
exactly. But I'll probably try to get it as a gift gag and just keep it around the house as a fucking, hey, look what I got.
It's a I don't know. Did you see the trailer they push out?
No. Yeah. The game trailer for KFC?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When they were announcing it, the whole fancy speech,
Yeah, I watched it, yeah.
Tell me why that fucking trailer was better than fucking PlayStation and Xbox when
Yeah,
they were fucking launching their
when they were
systems.
releasing it. Yeah, it
That
wasn't
shit was
fucking two
persuading me to
hour.
buy this shit right now. Like, god damn. Okay,
And I don't even
you're gonna
fuck with
speak like that to
KFC
me,
like that,
bitch. I'll
bro.
buy it.
You know, I still feel a way about me going over there and they spilled gravy in my car. So we'll leave it there. Hopefully, I'm gonna be glued. I'm gonna be glued and watching, and whatever
We'll retouch on
happens,
the
yeah,
on
we'll retouch
next
on
week.
it. We'll retouch on it. It might be a greasy chicken finger licking, fingers, but we'll come back
Yeah.
and we'll touch on it. Listen, we had a longer episode. It was definitely a good conversation. I felt like I talked a lot. I listen. I couldn't wait to do this podcast with you. I love doing this podcast. And shout out to everybody that tunes in, that listens to everything, the messages that you guys
Yep.
send on PlayStation and the comments that some of you guys hit us up. Subscribe to the Clips channel because a lot of this stuff is going to be clipped for the microwave era that we're in and put onto the YouTube channel. And be sure to follow the Twitter of Team Kill Podcast. Silencer, do you have
Yeah,
anything you want to
buddy.
leave us with?
It's a new year. Do your best. And remember, guys, law of attraction is very real. So wake up, be positive, count your blessings, go on and have a great day and a great year.
Yep, I agree. And guys, if you're considering losing weight for your New Year's resolution, I would stay away from the KFC console as far away as possible. So, with that being said, guys, I am Killing Spree 37.
And I am Silencer.
We're out!
Killing
Give me some chon chon. Give me some chon chon. Give me some chon chon.
The champion of the world, Killing Spree 37!